Jay's from Outdoors and Reliance. Hope you're doing really well today. The sun's out, and so it's going to be a perfect day today to do some videos and to work in my workshop. I've got tons to do in there yet. Still got to tidy up, but I will show you that very soon. I might show you on one of the next videos, but you have to forgive me in the mess. But today I'm going to show you what knives that I carry when I go out doing bushcraft and things like that. And I also want to show you a new parang that I bought recently. I'll probably get probably get judged on it a little bit, but I want to know what your thoughts are on this blade as well. So I'm going to pan the camera down so you can see what we've got, or what I carry. So bear with me. I'm going to go through the knives that I carry in my bug out bag or bushcraft bag, as anything I use out in the field. I tend to carry a couple of knives, pure reason they have their benefits and they add to my toolkit as well. I'm going to go through my first knife, which is here at the moment. It's not to say that any other people out there that have different knives, if they're good for you, fair enough. These work well for me. First knife I'm going to go through is a Mora knife. Mora knife in itself is a Scandi grind. They range from, you can pick them up from about 10. I think the full tang version, quote me if I'm wrong, please put it in the message below, they're about £60–70 full tang version. But I've had this knife for this was one of my first bushcraft knives, I suppose you can call it, for about 7 or 8 years now. Like I said, this is a Scandi grind. This is not full tang. It's a plastic handle. It grips well on my hand. I have a really big hand, so it works really well for me. I use this for feather sticking, for carving, and things like this, and anything around the campsite. Or I do not use this for battening, pure reason it isn't full tang, like I say, and there is a chance of breakage in the handle itself. Not to say it hasn't broken. I've never had any experiences of a Mora knife broke on me yet. Probably have on other people, but not on me. And I've had this for a while, and have abused it as well. And I'll just prove a point to me abusing it. There is some nicks on the blade itself, so it has been well abused throughout the years. I do try and maintain it. As you can see, it's quite clean. I usually do that once a month. So that's my first blade, is the Mora. The second blade, you've seen it before, is the Condor Bush Law. These are about £50. Again, a Scandi grind. I prefer Scandi grinds to any other blade. It's just easy to maintain and easy to sharpen. This is a full tang. A full tang being it goes from the tip all the way to the end of the handle, and it covers the whole blade itself. I use this for more heavier tasks, from battening wood when an axe is not needed, and things like that. You can feather stick, you can do bushcraft stuff exactly the same as you would with a Mora knife itself, but I tend to use this for battening and things like that, so it's more beneficial on that one. I do prefer this knife as well. Solid handle, and it's quite heavy, so it can take a lot of punishment, and I have done a few punishments to it as well. So that's a really nice knife at £50. I got that from Heine Haynes. Another knife I got from Heine is the Tops Mini Scandi knife. I think it's about 3.5 inches. Sorry, 2.5 inches. Very nice neck knife. This is one of my most expensive blades that I have. I think it came in a region of about £85. Very nice knife. I haven't used it yet. So I haven't got it in the field or tested it, but The only thing I can criticise at the moment is because of the size of my hand. It doesn't really grip well, but I'm sure I can adapt and try and figure out how to use it. One being is obviously with the thumb being on top of here, because it has a nice little grip at the top. But overall, very nice knife. 80 to 90 pound. Again, I got this from Heine Haynes. I do like this knife. As of yet, I haven't tested it. Another budget knife that I carry. Everybody knows what these are. Everybody that does bushcraft has seen these. Are the Opinels. I use these for carving. I use these for making spoons or anything that I want to carve, really. Opinels come really sharp. They range between 8 and 10 pound. Different sizes, different shapes, different sizes. I have one. Once I take a picture of it at some point, which is about that big, very tiny. But they come really sharp. I cannot fault these knives whatsoever. I've never had any problems with them. They've never failed me yet. The only one that I bought that did foul on me, it's not so much of a foul, is when I bought it. This came really blunt. I mean, super blunt, and I had to sharpen it back to obviously standard. But originally, this one I had bought about 4 years ago, and it's still good. It still holds well. Again, I'll make sure I maintain it. It's always make sure you maintain your knife. So yes, this is the Opinel. my last blade that I want to go to, I want to mention, is a Prang I bought. Now, as I said before, I might get a lot of criticism for this blade. I just wanted to buy it just to see how good they are. I have heard a lot of good reports, and I've also heard a lot of bad reports as well. So I want to hear your thoughts. Now, I didn't buy it for the name. I bought it for the look rather than the name itself. So yes, I will show you the blade itself now. It's the Bear Grylls Prang. Yes, it is Bear Grylls. Now, reason why I bought it for the look is the blade itself. The handle I can do away with. Once I have a little bit more experience, I might design my own handle, because I don't like orange, to be honest. I really don't. I know if you're out in the field and you leave, you put it on the floor and you misplace it, it's good to find because it's orange, but I just don't like orange. So I will replace the handle at some point. I haven't used this out in the field yet. I will get around to using it. I might even attempt to do a review here as well. I'll get some old pieces of wood and give it a good old chop and see what happens. I have heard that it can't take a lot of punishment on the handle. A lot of reviews have said that. Whether that's true or not, I've also said it was a really sturdy knife. So it's like a mixed review at the moment. Overall, it's a very good blade. When you buy it, it does come with a small leaflet, how to survive and things like that. So that's a little tiny neat thing if obviously you are new at this. But the blade itself is very nice. I've had it on the floor, so it is a bit wet, so I've got to clean it off now before it gets rusty. Nice solid knife. I've paid £40 for this. I don't know what the going price is for the Prang, for Bear Grylls Prang. I don't know if it's overpriced or underpriced, but yeah, so that's the blade I wanted to show you, whether you've used it and whether it is a decent blade. So just a quick recap. Obviously I carry the Mora. I also carry, I won't stick this in the ground because it is a soft blade. I carry my Condor, and I also, lastly but not least, is my Tops Mini Scandi. These are the blades I carry. I do carry an axe and a saw as well. But if the blade itself, the Prang, is good, hopefully it might replace the axe that I carry. Because obviously the axe I carry is a pretty big axe itself. So yeah, so these are knives I carry. So please send any feedbacks, even pictures of what you carry, the knives that you carry, what tools that will come in handy. I am a knife collector, so if you recommend any knives, please send them as well, and I'd have a look at them and see if I can buy them at some point. But that is me, and this is what I have in my bag when I go out in the field. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative. Until I see you again, this is John out.